Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to another video by me, Tesa Tiara. As you can tell by the title, today is going to be another FaceTime. If you are new here, we call it FaceTime because whenever I do my story times, I don't like for it to be this made up dramatic YouTube situation with my hot lights and all of that type of stuff. I like it to be like you're on FaceTime with your homegirl or whatever. So hey boo, hey. So we are going to be talking about somebody who put me in a bad situation before. Y'all know we don't use any real names, so we're gonna call him Eric. I ain't put no lotion on. That's why I'm like, my skin feel dry and everything. All right, let's put on the lotion. So we're gonna talk about somebody who we're gonna name him Eric. I told y'all a story. Hold on. Ooh, I was feeling dry-facedy. Okay. Dry-facedy. Y'all know who Benji is. Benji used to do these YouTube videos. And Benji, he's a comedian. And he does this high-pitched voice for a girl named Kiki. And he used to do makeup videos. And one of my favorite makeup videos, he was saying how people be dry-faced because they don't be putting on no lotion and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, if you know who Benji is, you get it. If you don't, hey, look it up. But so let's talk about Eric. Come a little closer. All right, so this is a story about me. Is it my background blurry? Why my camera look blurry? What in the hell? All right, y'all. So this how this went, right? One day, Eric's dad passed away. So he asked me. He was like, "I want you to go to the funeral with me." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'll go." No, at first I didn't even want to go. Where's my makeup? Okay. So at first I didn't even want to go to the funeral, y'all. I was dead set on not going, but I ended up feeling bad because I was like, you know, this supposed to be somebody really close to me. I didn't even want to go, but then I felt bad about not going because I was like, you know, okay, cool, I'ma go. So we had to take a little mini road trip or whatever because his people was from down in the country. So we take this little mini road trip or whatever like that, and everything is going as good can possibly go. Everything is going as good could possibly go for somebody who just lost a parent. Okay, so he got me introducing me to the family and everything. See, and this is one of the reasons I did not want to go because he was not my man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't my man. So I was a little skeptical about going. I'm like, shouldn't your girlfriend do this with you? And he had a girl. I'm like, shouldn't your girlfriend do this with you? But I'm like, okay, I'm your friend, so I'm gonna go. Girl, we go. He introducing everybody to me as his future wife, and you know, this is the wifey and blah 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 blah. Mind y'all, I don't get caught up in stuff like that because y'all know how I feel about the family. The family is the op too, and I don't really care what somebody introduce you as, honey. That don't mean nothing. I ain't nobody wife until it's on my finger. So, and not even on my finger because I done been engaged before. I ain't wifey until our names is on the dotted line. So, that's neither here nor there. So, everything is going straight. He introduced me to the family and everybody like that. We go to the funeral. Girl, we go to the funeral. Now, the day of, this is when shit got crazy. Now, at the funeral, you could tell, like, it was high tension at the funeral, you know, between, like, some of the people in his family and stuff like that. And so we go back to the hotel. Me, him, his sister dude, or whatever like that. We was all staying in the hotel. Not the same hotel room, but we was all, you know, staying in the same hotel. So, girl, they was talking about how they was feeling about everything like that. I was trying to stay out of it because I'm like, this family business. I have no place and no opinion with any of this, because even when people mad at their family, like, you still gotta steer clear of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them say what they want to say, and you just be there as a ear to listen. That is all. So I felt like that was my only place, is just to listen. So they talking and they drinking. Y'all, I'm not a drinker, so I don't drink like that, but they talking and they drinking. Girl, we got Hennessy in the room or whatever like that. And like I said, everything is still going okay. All right. So then he started kissing on me and stuff like that. We talking like his sister and the boyfriend got their own little conversation going on. Me, he got our own little conversation going on or whatever like that. Get to the point he kissing on me and stuff like that. So his sister was like, all right, we gonna leave y'all alone. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna go ahead and go to our room. So we bid them adieu or whatever. And girls, this is when things switched gears, because it was like dealing with him is like dealing with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This fool wants to start, and y'all might hear my kids in the background. This fool wants to start an argument because I won't argue. Y'all gotta be careful about them type of people, cause I'm one of them people. I don't have to argue with you. After you say what you say, and after I say what I say, I can come to a conclusion about the conversation right then and there in my head, and I can just let that be that. Everybody not like it. So he wanted to argue, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, you know how I am. I'm just, you can have your moment, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna argue with you. Wrong answer. He wanna hit it. So he took me not wanting to argue with him as a sign of pushing his buttons, basically. Now I'm pushing your buttons because I don't want to argue. So I guess, you know, you looking at it, I don't know if you're looking at it as a sign of disrespect, because you feel like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Hold on. So that's exactly what it was. He looked at it as like a sign of disrespect, or like, you got me, I'm talking to myself, basically. You not responding, so I'm talking to myself, and that's basically being rude, so to speak. When people crazy, they'll make up their own reasoning for being crazy. We're going for a really like soft glam type of look today, as you can tell. I let my hair air dry. Ooh, it's a little matty. I need to blow dry it. I let my hair air dry because I didn't want to put like a lot of heat on it. Even though Stephen had to put heat on it, but I didn't want to put a lot of heat on it. So he looked at it as a sign of disrespect, so to speak. So, okay, cool. Girl, this man was like, oh, you don't hear me talking to you? You don't hear me talking to you? And at this point, I'm like, you drunk? Like, calm, chill out. You're doing too much. We're in a hotel, like, you know, trying to be the peace in the midst of this chaos. But, you know, when you're talking to drunk people, girl, sometimes your words are unheard. So he, okay. So, girl, he had a, I can't even concentrate. Let me blow dry my nose. Whew. Y'all, let me tell y'all how much I love y'all, because I like getting dressed. I mean, I like getting ready naked. I do not like having on clothes when I get ready. That's how y'all know I love y'all, because I have to put on clothes to do these videos. So my hairdresser did say my hair is heat damaged. That's why it's been falling out. Can y'all see? No, there you go. So, but it needed to be washed because I needed to get that gel and stuff like that out of my hair. But the plan is I'm getting my hair braided this week. So like I was saying, girl, we arguing or whatever like that. Now, let me paint the picture. I'm in the bed. Girl. I got under the covers and everything. I'm in the bed. This fool is standing up by like the bathroom. You know how when you go to a hotel sometimes the sink be outside of the room or whatever like that. So he's standing over there and he got the Coke bottle in his hand or whatever. And so he was like, so you just gonna keep on ignoring me, huh? You just gonna keep on ignoring me? I bet you won't be ignoring me if I hit you with that bottle. So I was like, okay, you on demon time. I see where this is about to go. Okay, and here's another thing. Y'all, I do not make light of domestic violence. I don't think domestic violence itself is funny at all. But I am one of those people who can laugh at their past situations. So if this is going to be a trigger or is going to upset you, the fact that I am laughing at my situation, then just go ahead and exit stage left. I appreciate your support thus far, but this may not be the video for you. So, because this one of them situations, to me, it wasn't funny. You know how stuff don't be funny when you in it. But it sure be funny later on. So it's like, okay. So I'm like, Eric, don't hit me with that bottle, bro. Like, just going on about going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, get over here and lay down. Like, I'm trying to lay down and chill for the night. And you on some dumb stuff. Or whatever. So, girl, he ain't trying to hit. He is not trying to hit. He looking for a fight. You hear me? Like, I don't know. Okay, when y'all dealing with crazy people, or people when they turn crazy, you can see a look in their eyes shift. And that look in their eyes when it shifts says, there is no reasoning with you at this point. Or reasoning with you is going to be so draining. Because once they get on this certain type of energy, the person that you used to talking to has exited the building. The irrational side of them has entered, okay? So, I'm like, alright. Don't hit me with that bottle. No, you don't want to talk, remember, you don't want to talk. So I go to the point where I just shut up again. Like, because, see, you on some stupid stuff. This is why I don't want to talk. This is why I did not want to talk in the beginning. Because talking to you for what, bro? Like, you on some slow stuff right now. Girl, he threw that bottle at me. Yes, ma'am, he did. He took the top off that Coke bottle. It wasn't even full no more, but it was some more Coke. And it was a 2-liter bottle too. Let me let you know that. This was a 2-liter bottle. And so the bottle was no longer full because they had been drinking out of it. But it was very much so still drink in there. Girl, he threw that bottle at me. And mind you, I wear contacts. Girl, he threw that bottle at me. And it hit me right in my eye. Drink got all over the bed. Drink got all over me. And it knocked my contact out my eye. Well, not necessarily like out my eye, but you know how like your contact fold up in your eye type of thing? That's how it happened. So now I'm like, I'm really over it. I'm really over it. Because why? Like, you doing all of this to somebody who don't want to argue with you. Like, that is the crazy part about it. Like, y'all, I'm one of those people who, like I told y'all, I don't argue. For what? We can have a conversation if you want to have a conversation. But arguing, I don't want to do that. Like, because I feel like arguing just turns into like a yelling match. And it's no longer about who's right and who's wrong. It's about who can yell the loudest. So, girl, I get up, walk to the mirror, put my contact back in my eye, put my clothes on, because now I can't deal with you like you. I gotta deal with you with my best intentions or my best interests for me, because you on some other stuff. So girl, I go put my clothes on. Mind you, I came down here with church clothes for a funeral. Girl, I was looking crazy. I was looking so crazy. I hadn't brought nothing to tie my hair down with. So your girl out here, wig just lifting, all kind of craziness, bro. Like, it's been a long day. Makeup done wore off. Girl, this was a pitiful day. So, ouch. So I done put my stuff on or whatever like that. And I'm sitting down in a chair. You know how it always got like that little one sofa chair? I'm sitting down in a chair. And y'all see how my hair done broke off right here? I done showed y'all that before. But I'm sitting down in a chair. And he done sparked up a cigarette. Now while he done sparked up this cigarette, I tried to walk outside. I tried to walk outside. I'm like, I'm not finna do this with you, blah, 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 blah. Girl, I walked out that door, and before I could even reach the balcony to the hotel good, girl, he done yoked me back in there. So his arm come around me like this, and he pulled me back in the room, and I'm holding on to the outer door like this. I'm like, stop, get your hands on me, move. So girl, he like, shut up, cause you know he don't want the neighbors and shit like that to hear what's going on. So at this point, bitch, I was like, girl, you gotta go in survivor mode, period, point blank. You can't treat him how you really want to treat him, like how you would normally treat him, no nothing. Like, you gotta treat this man like he is a complete stranger, because how he dealing with you ain't like this. This is about to be real bad. This about to be real bad. So I sit in a chair and I'm contemplating, y'all. Like, this was like a movie. When I tell y'all this was like a movie, it was like a movie. Like, it was an out of body experience. Like, I'm really having to sit here and talk to myself in my head about how to, like, the best way to maneuver with this situation or whatever like that. So he goes back by the mirror by the bathroom or whatever, and bitch, I go. I motherfucking, when I tell you I speed walked my ass on up out of there. I speed walked my ass on up out of that hotel room, girl. I was like, nah, you ain't gonna catch me sleeping. And on top of it all, my phone was dead, girl. My phone was dead. I forgot about that. Bitch, my phone was dead. So I go down to the hotel lobby looking like Wanda from Holiday Heart, girl. Looking all kind of crackhead. It's just looking a mess. I go to the hotel, and so, bitch, I go in there. I tell the lady, I was like, I need to charge my phone or whatever. And I was like, and call the police because I need to get away from here. So she let me use the hotel phone or whatever like that to call the police. So, bitch, I'm on the phone with the operator, and I'm telling them, I'm like, I'm dealing with this crazy person or whatever. And I was like, I'm miles and miles away from home. My phone is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, send me somebody so I can get the hell on up out of here. So she was like, which I didn't think about it at the time, but she like, ma'am, if I send the police, they're not going to take you home. You know what I'm saying? Like, Girl, you stay in Atlanta. Where you going? Besides these folks finna give you 3 hots and a cot for the night. So bitch, I got my phone. He climbed down the steps. Now, mind you, when I was trying to get the hell on, girl, I'm speed walking and I see him behind me walking, and it was like Jason or somebody. You know how them white girls be trying to run for their life, girl, and Jason them be walking and they still end up catching up with them. That's how I felt. I felt like a helpless little white girl named Amy running from Freddy Krueger or something. So he come down the steps finally, and so he outside, and he was like, "Come here," or whatever. So, girl, I done told the lady, I was like, I'm finna step outside real quick. I said, and if you hear me scream, call the police. Like, nigga, you ain't finna get me out here in the boondocks and beat my ass. We ain't gonna do that. I'm too far away from home, and I'm not in my car. I drove with you. And y'all, I've known this man for years. And this was the first time that he really caught himself trying to put hands on me. Like, what is you doing? So I go outside, and so we talking or whatever like that. We arguing, and I was like, well, I ain't finna come back out here and argue with you or whatever. I'm like, at this point, I'm just trying to get home. I just want to go home, where, you know what I'm saying, like back in my area, back on my stomping grounds or whatever. Because I felt like, bro, you at an advantage. We out here with your people. We out here in a county that you used to being in, even if, you know what I'm saying, even if you ain't been out here since you was a kid or since you was younger, still, like, what is this? So we arguing or whatever like that outside of the hotel lobby, and I look up, cause girl, at first when I said I was getting ready to go back in, he was like, "You better not touch that door," or whatever. "You better not touch that door," blah 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 blah. And so for a little bit, I'm kind of like conforming to whatever it is that he's saying, because once again, like, you gotta play your cards right. Like, I'm thinking about like how I'm finna get home from all the way out here, what I'm finna do about my phone dead. Girl, it was just so much. Oh bitch, then he ended up taking my phone. I can't remember when it was that he took my phone, but girl, he ended up taking my phone, so we're just gonna say he took it at this point or whatever. And so I was like, I remember telling him again, like, man, I'm finna go back in here. And I just be in here until the morning. No, I said, I'm finna just get me a new room. I get me my own room. I just stay here until the morning, and then I'll figure everything out from there or whatever. He was like, no, we could just stay in that hotel, look there, da 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 da. I done already bought that one. But I don't care. I don't care if you bought the building, so I'm not sleeping with you. You is the enemy at this point. So, girl, I end up looking up. We standing right here. This him on the door. I mean, he's the door. I'm right here. And so we talking, and I look up, and it's a camera right there on us. Oh, I was like, cha-ching, bet. So, girl, he's telling me again, don't touch the door. So I got my hand on the door. I'm like, or lit. I said, and it's a camera right there, so if you try to act stupid, just know you on camera. Like, this how I'm feeling now. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm finally at like some small little advantage in terms of protecting myself. I ain't have no gun down there, girl. I ain't have no taser. I didn't have nothing. Mind you, I'm out here with somebody who I felt like I could trust. Like, bro, I've been knowing you for forever. I never would have thought in a million years that you would get me out of the county and some boondock woods to behave in this type of manner. Like, never. Like, what are you doing? So, girl, we arguing. We end up by the car. I don't know how we end up by his car or whatever. But the police came. Girl, before the police even came, before he took my phone had like 2%. And I was like, I'm gonna call me an Uber. But mind you, it is like in the middle of the night. It's in the middle of the night, y'all. So I'm like, bruh, even if there is an Uber out here, who gonna take me 2 hours? Like, it was at least like a 2-hour drive. At least a 2-hour drive. So I'm like, who gonna drive me all the way in from the middle? Look at this shit. Can y'all see these? This patch of hair that no longer exists right here. My stylist said what it looked like I did is my hair didn't dry all the way, and then I put some heat on it, and it got some really bad heat damage. And I'm like, that's really not too far-fetched of an idea. Cause she was like, there's no reason for my hair to just be like doing stupid stuff like this. What was I eat? I'm sorry, y'all. I keep getting sidetracked. So we arguing and we buy the car. Oh, girl, and then when I did pull up a Uber, girl, the Uber was gonna be like $100 to get home. And I was like, honestly, girl, that Uber could have been $300 to get home. If somebody was gonna take me home, I was gonna call, I was gonna be on the way. If I could find an Uber that was gonna take me home, I was like, I'd rather be dealing with a Uber or a Lyft. And then, see, even that was just a bad idea, because I'm like, it's so late. You don't know nothing about out here. What if your Uber driver crazy? Like, what if it's some crazy man who trying to kidnap you and rape you? Like, I felt like I was just in a really, really bad, very bad situation altogether. Like, very bad situation. Didn't nobody really know where I was at. This was a impromptu trip or whatever. Like, I think the only person that may have known where I was at was gonna be like Tiffany, Kenyatta, and like my friends, basically. But even then, they didn't even know exactly where I was gonna be at. They knew who I was with. They knew what we was going to go do. But that's all they knew. That's all they knew. So I think we was like in Bar County. I don't know, girl. I don't freaking know. Don't let me even lie. Don't let me even come up with a lie, because I don't know. But we was on the outskirts, baby. We was really on the outskirts. So it was like some faraway land that kind of looked like Macon or something. I don't know. Macon probably got more going on than where we was at. So yeah, it was just so much stuff going on in my head at the time. And so, girl, while we outside arguing about his car in the apartments, why the police pull up? Girl, the police showed up. And so the police officer, this white man, showed up, and he was like, is everything all right? I was like, oh yeah, we fine. We just trying to figure out something or something like that. Like some little bullcrap excuse or whatever. Because for one, I was like, girl, you need to get home. And him going to jail ain't gonna get you home. So, so you might want to try to just leave him where he at. Because, okay, he goes to jail. He take his car keys with him. I'm still out here with no guaranteed way on getting home. Because once again, like, a Uber might not even want to take me all the way that way. Like, and ain't no girl, I don't know. I just don't know. So after this, girl, we done got in the car or whatever, because he was like, man, let's go. Basically, like, the police done pulled up, like, it's hot. It's hot over here. Let's go. So, girl, I get in the car with him. I'm still holding my composure, like I'm good. I'm dealing with the situation pretty well. As I could possibly be dealing with the situation. I will say that. Girl, we get in the car. Now, mind y'all, I have anxiety. I have anxiety attacks, all of that. Panic attack. I've had panic attack before. Like, all of that. So, girl, we get in the car. We arguing or whatever like that. And it just triggered me, girl. He was like, let's go back up to the hotel room. And just the thought of being put back in that predicament, like, my body and my mind went crazy. Like, when I tell you, I just, like, broke down crying. I was, like, couldn't breathe. I was having a whole panic attack. Like, I was like, I cannot go back in this room with you. I cannot go back in this room with you. At this point, like, I don't trust you. I can't go back in this room with you. Girl, we drove around. We drove around and everything. Like, for a while, we was just out in the streets. Just out in the streets. In this boondock place where nothing is going on. Ain't no restaurants. Ain't no nothing. Ain't no gas stations open. Nothing. Nothing is open, bro. Nothing. And I'm in the car with him. And he let me know what he did do. Because he seen I was having a hard time. Rightfully so. I feel like he just tried to kill me in my mind. So he was like, before we got in the car, because I was telling him, I was like, I don't trust you. He was like, well, you drive. So he gave me the keys or whatever. And, you know, for me, getting the keys, I was like, bet. Because at the end of the day, you try to hurt me, you and this car gonna die. It's that simple. Like, hurting me finna be hurting yourself while I'm the driver. Point blank, period. So, as crazy as it may seem, I appreciated him giving me the, what seemed to be like a little control at that point. Like, I didn't feel as helpless. So he like, let's go here, girl. He steady trying to convince me about going up in that room. And it was like every time I would calm down, he would say something about that room, and it would just send brainwave signals to my mind to go into a full-blown panic attack all over again. Like, when I tell you that panic attack lasted for like 2 hours. Legit. That is the longest panic attack I have ever had in my life. Because he just kept triggering it and kept triggering it and kept triggering it. And then, girl, like, I just remember us sitting at the gas station just sitting there because I was trying to gain control of myself. And I felt like when I was having a panic attack, I'm like, I gotta control this because I gotta control this. Period. Like, I have to control this. Somewhere along the line, I think he went to like his sister's room when we was back at the hotel to kind of like let her know like what kind of craziness he was into or whatever. Like, this your sister, but she know all about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know how you get down. So I don't know what the fuck that conversation was about, but I'm pretty sure it was a situation because I remember him like walking away for a little bit and disappearing and going to like the side of the building where his sister then was at. So, but girl, it was all bad. Like, I'm just over how busted I was out there with some dang on. Girl, I didn't even have no shoes on. Or did I have slides? Yeah, I had my Jordans. I think I had my Jordans or something. What I had some shoes that didn't go with that outfit. I can tell you that much. That I can tell you for sure. I had shoes on that absolutely did not go with my outfit. I looked completely bummy. So, long story short, after me having a humongous meltdown, he ended up saying, okay, we will get another hotel room. And I was like, bro, I don't want to associate with you right now. Like, bro, I was sleeping in the car till daybreak. Like, we literally only probably got like 3 more hours until the sun come up. Like, I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to. And he one of those people who sex is an apology. Sex is a apology. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not trying to kick it with you like that because I know you think, oh, you finna get in this room and you finna just try to give me like the best eggplant of my life as an apology. Like, no, not at all. That's not an apology. So, girl, we go to this other hotel. I'm like, see, just go get some sleep. Just go get some sleep. You kind of really at a no say so at this point because of the predicament. You don't have a car. You don't have nothing out here, blah, 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 blah. Your car is back home. So I was like, okay, just go get some sleep and we'll deal with everything in the morning. He finally gave me my phone back, which was dead still. Girl, we got up that morning. When I tell you I couldn't hightail out there fast enough. I could not hightail out of there fast enough. So we get out of there or whatever like that. And he was like, here, you know, I'm going to let you drive or whatever like that. And I was just like, I asked him, I was like, can I drive? Can I drive? He was like, why you want to drive? I was like, I don't know. I said, I just feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with me driving. Can I drive? So he was like, yeah, you can drive. And remember I told y'all dealing with this man was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Like, he would act like there was nothing wrong at certain times. Like, what are you doing? Girl, when I tell you I was in that car flying or whatever, girl, he drive a Lexus. Baby, we was in sport mode. We was in sport mode. I was out of there like I robbed the bank. Like I robbed the bank. I had the music on. I was singing all the music. I was rapping all the music so that in my mind I would be getting to the location faster, and I did not thought that was gonna be my feet. And I didn't want to talk to him. Like, I don't want to talk to you. What are we talking about? I don't want to talk to you. You're not my friend right now. You are my enemy. I don't want to talk to you. That's really how I felt. Of course, he wanted to talk about it a little bit. And I'm like, dude, I have always told you, don't put your hands on me. Like, you, in my mind, you can't come back from that. That's something I cannot, that's one thing I cannot genuinely accept an apology for. You putting your hands on me. Like, absolutely not. And in his mind, he was like, I didn't put my hand, I just grabbed you. That was not a grab. And even if it was this is not a grab. This is a chokehold. I'm not stupid. Like, that's not no grab. Like, stop trying to downplay. It was basically like he was trying to downplay the scenario. Like, no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. I'm gonna call her ace a ace. You are a woman beater. You are crazy, girl. You are Ike Jr. Like, I don't know what you thought this was, but this is not that. Them other women might let you deal with this, but no way, Jose. No way. So we get to my house, and I go in, take a shower and everything like that. He come upstairs. He come in. So I'm like, really, at this point, I don't even give a fuck. Because I don't got nothing to say to you. Like, I was so silent. Like, I was so okay with not talking to him. Because the whole time I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. I've been talking to myself this whole ride. I talked to myself the whole night. I am in the present moment talking to myself. So you can come on in. Sure, you can come upstairs. Because at this point, your existence does not even exist to me, if you really want to be frank. So, girl, I took a shower and everything. And then, he was like, I just wanted to make sure you was good, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Now that I'm back where I have the control, I'm just fine. I'm so good or whatever. And so I remember being like, I'm finna get ready to go. Like, as soon as we got home, it wasn't no chill. It wasn't no, let's talk about this. It wasn't any of that. As soon as I got home, I hopped in the shower, got out, got dressed, and was like, I'm finna go. So what I did was, I can't remember what was my first actions, but I remember calling the whole crew, my whole team. I called everybody and I was like, we gotta meet up ASAP. It's an emergency. I gotta tell y'all everything that just happened. And so of course, telling them hours after everything had happened, it was way more intense than me telling y'all this now, because at that point I could remember every single detail spot on without missing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with them knowing who it was just like, what? Like, I remember having on shades or whatever, because it was the summertime. I remember having on shades, and when I went to go pick Tiffany up from her house or whatever, because she lived close to me. So I went to go pick her up from her house, and when she got in the car, we at the gas station, I got my shades on. Girl, when I tell you she snatched my shades off, she was like, let me see your face. I was like, I don't have no marks or nothing like that on my face. I did end up having, I had marks on my arms. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had marks on my arm. I think I had a mark on this arm from like hitting my arm on something or whatever. Like, my arm was hurting. It was just like, yeah, because we had been tussling and stuff like that for me to try to get out of the room. Y'all, this was by far one of the most insane moments of my life, and I wish I would have recorded this the day that it happened, but I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't tell my story when it happened, but I'm telling it now. Okay. And I hate when people say stuff like that, like, why you didn't tell what happened right then and there, and blah 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 blah. Sometimes you got to get your mental together. Sometimes you have to be okay to tell your story, because trying to tell your story when you're not okay, and then you got people coming after you, you don't be mentally stable enough to deal with the backlash of your story, or for you to tell your story and then people got questions on top of your story and you like, I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to relive it. You know what I'm saying? So it took me a while to get to this point for me to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to film a video and I'm going to talk about it. So I completely understand for every woman out there who did not go tell their story immediately. I get why you don't go tell your story immediately, because for one, you might be like, I don't even know if I'm going to go back to this person. I don't know if I'm going to fall for that weakness, or be weak and fall for that person. And then now everybody's going to be looking at me like, oh, well, if he did such and such and such, then why are you back? Like, you have to deal with so much noise. But when you keep things to yourself, it's silent. It is silent. The only people I told were my friends. Like, I did not tell family. I did not tell nobody. The only people I told were my friends, because I knew that I could talk to this particular group of women and there would be no judgment. There would be no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only people that I told or whatnot. But y'all, when I tell y'all, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then for him to be like, are you okay? No, Freddie, I'm not. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm okay, but are me and you okay? No, we not. No. But anyway, girl, I gotta get out of here. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will talk to you guys in another video. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscription. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, it costs you nothing to like, and it costs you nothing to comment. Comment down below and just, you know, and talk to you, girl. You know, I love talking to you guys. Make sure you thumbs up this video. For every person that watches this video, can you thumbs up this video, please? Can you do that for me? I would really, really appreciate it. But yeah, see you guys in another video. Love y'all.